Thank you for your interest in a career with the Los Angeles Unified School District. This video will review the steps to take when applying for a classified job, meaning a job that supports the business of education at LAUSD. These are typically jobs that are not classroom-based. Rather, they are positions either at a school site or at a central office, which in many different ways assist with the educational process. We offer job opportunities in many different areas, including food services, transportation, information technology, school safety, facility services, building and grounds maintenance, special education, early education, adult education, and many more areas. So here's how to get started applying for a job that interests you.
To view a list of our current job openings, visit our website at www.lausdjobs.org. Then scroll down and look on the bottom right for quick links. If you are not a current LAUSD employee, click on the link that says Jobs Open to the Public. If you are a current LAUSD employee, click on LAUSD Promotional Opportunities. The list of job opportunities will appear in alphabetical order. Click on the link for the job in which you are interested, and the job posting will appear.
Read the job posting carefully, as the job posting will provide important information about the job. The information provided in the listing will include the duties and responsibilities of the job, as well as the salary for the job. The minimum requirements. Please note that you must meet these requirements in order to apply. Desirable qualifications. Although these are not required, typically, candidates who are successful on the employment assessment process will possess this skill set. The employment selection process, or the testing process you will participate to be considered for the job. The application process, which will include any specific instructions, such as a requirement to include a resume and/or cover letter with your application. Typically, the application open date will be displayed, and if there is a specific date after which we will no longer be accepting applications, that will be listed as well. To view text that is hidden beyond the screen, drag the scroll bar down. You can print the posting by clicking on the printer icon. You can save the posting as well by choosing the save icon. Once you have read the job posting and you have determined that you are interested in the job and that you meet the minimum requirements, you can begin the application process. Completing the entire application process may take 30 minutes or more, so you should find a time when you can concentrate on thoroughly and accurately completing the process. Keep in mind that most of our job postings have a deadline which you must submit your application. Therefore, it is strongly recommended that you start the application process at least several days before the deadline, so that you will not be rushed and you will have the time to devote to completing your application thoroughly. Once we close the recruitment period, we are unable to accept late applications. Before beginning the application process, you should gather information that you may need as you complete your application, such as a list of jobs that you have held, including your beginning and ending dates, the duties you performed, and your salary. You will also need information about the education and any training sessions you have attended. Once you have gathered the information, you can begin the application process. Click the Apply button at the bottom of the posting.
If you are an LAUSD employee, you will sign into the application system using your single sign-on username and password. If you are not an LAUSD employee, but you have already registered in our system, choose the Login link. You do not have to enter any information in the fields below. The login screen will appear. Enter your username and password, then choose the Log On button. If you have not registered in our system, you will need to complete the registration section. Please provide the information that is requested. This information includes first name. Use the name that is on your official identification, as this will be the name we will need to use if you are hired. Last name. Again, use the name on your official identification. Your social security number. You must use your own number. Be sure that you enter your number accurately. Please note that providing a false social security number is not legal and will disqualify you from employment with the district. If you do get a message saying your social security number is already taken, please email helpmeapply@lausd.net. Enter a username, which is a unique ID to log into our system. Try a combination of letters and numbers and/or special characters. Enter a password of your choice. Your password must be at least 6 characters and should include a number and/or special character. It is case sensitive. Enter your email address. This will be the address to which we will send all correspondence relating to the recruitment and employment selection processes for which you apply. Make sure to read our data privacy statement. Then indicate you have read the statement and that you confirm that all of the information that you will include in your application will be true and accurate by clicking in the corresponding box. Once you have entered all of the requested information, click on Register and Apply. Once you have logged into the system, you may see specific notices reminding you that you have applications in draft status, meaning that they have not been submitted. You can complete and submit your application using the link that is provided. You can also close the notice and continue with the application wizard. Enter your email address. This will be the address to which we will send all correspondence relating to the recruitment and employment selection processes for which you apply. Make sure to read our data privacy statement. Then indicate you have read the statement and that you confirm that all of the information that you will include in your application will be true and accurate by clicking in the corresponding box. Once you have entered all of the requested information, click on Register and Apply. Once you have logged into the system, you may see specific notices reminding you that you have applications in draft status, meaning that they have not been submitted. You can complete and submit your application using the link that is provided. You can also close the notice and continue with the application wizard.
For non-LAUSD employees, the first screen you will see is the personal data page. LAUSD employees will not see this screen. If this is your first time in the system, you will need to enter requested information. If it is not the first time, review the information and make any edits that are necessary. For LAUSD employees, your contact information is already in the system and can be changed using Employee Self-Service. You can navigate through the application, moving from screen to screen, by either clicking on the appropriate box on the application wizard or by choosing Next Step or Previous Step. From there, you can enter information as requested on each screen. As you move from screen to screen, the data you entered is saved. You can log out of the system at any time and go back in to finish your application at a later time, as long as you click to the next screen to save your information. Note that the system will only allow you to continue and complete your application if the recruitment period is still open. As you navigate through the application, please note that the information you provided is saved as part of the candidate profile. The information will be available for you in the future if you choose to apply for other jobs. To enter your education or training, move to the Education/Training screen and click on Add. You can edit or delete an existing entry from this screen as well. A pop-up window will appear. Complete all of the requested information. Be sure to include information about your training and your education that directly relates to the job for which you are applying. If the job requires a specific degree or specific coursework, be sure to list it here. When inputting a large amount of information, you may want to first type your response in Microsoft Word, and then copy or use Ctrl-C and paste, Ctrl-V, the information into the text box. When you have entered all the information, be sure to click OK. If you forget to click OK, the information will not save.
To enter your experience, navigate to the Work Experience tab and click Add. Again, you can edit or delete entries from this screen as well. A pop-up window will appear. Complete all of the requested information. Be sure to include information about your experience that directly relates to the job for which you are applying. Click OK when you have entered all requested information. If you would like to include a resume, cover letter, or any other attachment, navigate to the Attachments page. Enter the attachment title and type. You can skip the language or enter English, Then use the Browse button to find the document you would like to upload. Once located, click the Transfer button. The document will then be listed as an attachment and our HR team will be able to view the document.
Most applications require candidates to complete questionnaires as part of the application process. To view the questionnaires, move to the questionnaire screen. You will see a series of questionnaires listed on tabs. Clicking on each tab will bring you to each of the questionnaires. Answer each question that is shown. Questions with a red asterisk must be answered. Please note that choosing Not Specified is not a response. So for mandatory questions with this option, you will not be able to submit your application until you have provided an actual response to each of the questions. For mandatory questions that do not relate to your background, type NA for Not Applicable. You may respond to some of the questions in the questionnaire. Move to another screen and come back to complete the questionnaire at a later time. The system will retain your responses. Please note that if you do not move from the initial screen for a period of time, the system will time you out and will not save your responses. For questions that require a longer response, again, it is recommended that you answer the question in Microsoft Word and then copy and paste it into the text box in the questionnaire. Sometimes there will be more than 3 questionnaires a candidate will need to complete. If so, you can choose the folder icon and a list of the questionnaires will display. Those questionnaires that do not have tabs showing on the initial screen can be accessed from this list.
From the cover page screen, you can actually do 2 things. Number 1, enter a cover letter, and number 2, let us know where you heard about the position for which you are applying. Please enter the information asked at the top of the page to let us know how you heard about this job opportunity. At the bottom of the screen, you can enter a cover letter. For most of our positions, we do not require a cover letter, but there are some that do. Read the job bulletin carefully and be sure to add a cover letter if it is required. From the Complete Application screen, you can complete 3 actions. Number 1, you can confirm that your profile is released, or you can lock your profile. Your profile is automatically released so that we can review and consider you for other job opportunities for which you qualify. If you do not want us to consider you for other opportunities, you should lock your profile. Number 2, you must confirm that you have read our data security statement and also confirm that the information you have included in your application is true and accurate. And number 3, you can view and print an overview of your application. Read the overview carefully and go back to make any edits before you submit the application. Once the application has been submitted, the only way to edit it would be to withdraw the application and start the application process over again.
Once you are ready to submit your application, choose the Submit Application button. Be sure that you see the message your application was sent. If you do not, your application was not successfully submitted. It is important that you check to be sure that you receive a confirmation email at the email address you indicated in your profile. LAUSD employees will receive email at their LAUSD account.
We thank you for applying and invite you to find out more about us at www.lausdjobs.org.